Let's go next to Jack from Minnesota. Jack from Minnesota, welcome to the program. What's going on with you? What's on your mind today? Uh-oh, Jack from Minnesota, please. And last chance for Jack from Minnesota.
Oh, hello, 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 hello.
You're on the air,
Hello?
Jack.
Hello? Hello?
You're on the air.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, I had a spasm. I kept saying hello repeatedly. Uh, it happens. Anyways, how goes it? How you doing?
It's going well, Jack. Thank you.
Okay, I wrote this down because I'm really bad at speaking. So this is on the topic of this year's election in November. Um, I know you're not a fan of dipping into the conspiratorial, so do forgive me.
Okay.
But from what I think I know, the FBI and like certain intel agencies like the Pentagon and stuff like that, many current and former military officials, all most of them, I would say, I heard a lot of them say this. They express like great concern like about like a Trump presidency. Most notably, Mark Milley. He literally called Trump the Führer. So, what do you think of these communities and their opinion on Trump? And do you think they have like a vested interest in him losing for the sake of national and international security? Or would they just accept a person who stole countless top secret documents right back into the White House?
I think they
So,
would. So, a
yeah.
couple different things here. First of all, I take very seriously the Trump defectors who say this guy's a danger. Um, uh, we did a piece recently reminding everybody that there are all sorts of allegations made in the media against Joe Biden, and we don't have a single defector or whistleblower from Biden's administration that says any of this stuff is true, that Biden's not really in control, that someone else is making the decisions, that he's demented, he doesn't know what day it is. And yet with Trump, we have dozens of defectors and whistleblowers from inside the former administration. So I take it very seriously and I believe them. And also, because most of the people who work for the federal government are essentially career bureaucrats who are not overtly political, I think that if Trump does win, they will say, hey, me staying maybe helps to prevent him from doing the worst stuff that he wants to do. If I leave, they do replace me with a loyalist. So I think it's less about will they tolerate it? They will say, wow, I'm going to stay to try to fight against the stuff that Trump is going to try to do.
That's fair. There is another thing. Like Trump did say he was gonna like suspend the Constitution, or he was gonna do things that were
Well, what Trump said,
against the Constitution.
let's be clear, Jack. What Trump said was he believed that in order to right wrongs that don't exist, right, that the election was stolen or whatever, that it would be justified to suspend parts of the Constitution to do what he says is the right thing. Now, it's completely nuts that he said that. He didn't just generically say, I will suspend the Constitution, period, but he tried to sort of say there would be justification for that.
Okay, but let's just say he does that
Yeah.
due to his justifications. Doesn't that mean the military comes in because they have an oath to the Constitution, right?
You're
And so,
making a lot of sense. I don't know what
yeah.
happens if Trump suspends the Constitution. That's
Okay.
it's a scary scenario, and I wouldn't be able to tell you for sure what happens. I'm hoping we defeat him, and it's not something we have to find out.
I agree.
All right, Jack from Minnesota, thanks so much for the call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right, there goes Jack. Let's go from Jack to Jackie from California. Jackie, welcome to the program. What's on your mind today? What are you thinking about?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, sorry, this is my first time calling in and using Discord, so
You're
very
doing
new
great
with
so
all
far.
this technology. Thanks. So I was just curious about, I noticed when people call in, the ratio of men to women, it seems to skew, that your audience definitely seems to be more male based. And I was curious if you had the analytics on who your audience
We
is
do.
mostly
We
made up
do.
of
Yeah,
and
Jackie, this has come up. My show and shows like this one, even when they have a female host like the Young Turks with Anna Kasparian, they skew male. They skew male, and depending on the platform, it's like a 65-35 sort of thing, or
Uh-huh.
sometimes even 70-30 male, depends on the platform. And I think there's a lot of speculation as to why that is. The best explanation I've heard, and it's worth what you're paying for it, Jackie, which is nothing, is that at the platform level, women seem less likely to get political commentary from YouTube and podcasting. It seems that it's sort of like a structural thing. But beyond that, I don't really have anything other than the numbers, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.